Good Tuesday morning, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and I wanted to jump here on all of the platforms here on social media and let you guys know that a good portion of our area now has been placed underneath a tornado watch. And this basically goes from just south of the Huntsville Metro and the far northeastern corner of Alabama, all the way down to just west of the Jackson Metro, Mississippi area, and then going down to just north of the Hattiesburg, Mississippi area, and then curving back to north of Citronelle down in northern Mobile County. Now, let me also say that this tornado watch does not, I repeat, does not include Florence. It does not include Tuscumbia. It does not include Muscle Shoals. And it does not include the downtown Huntsville metro area. It does not include Montgomery or Auburn either. However, if you were in Fayette, Jasper, Coleman, Gadsden, Anniston, Metro Birmingham, Metro Tuscaloosa, Selma, Meridian, Mississippi, Columbus, Mississippi, Starkville, Jackson, Brookhaven, Laurel, or Ellisville, you are under the tornado watch until 4 p.m. today. And you can expect a few tornadoes possible. A hail up to lime size is also possible, and damaging wind gusts of widespread wind damage up to 75 miles per hour, likely with this tornado watch box until 4 p.m. today. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to go region by region and start in Jackson and then go to Birmingham and show you guys what is exactly expected. And then we are going to do a radar check because we actually have a tornado observed on the ground in Mississippi. So first, we will go over here to the day one outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, and this is the enhanced risk now, basically from Oxford, Mississippi, all the way down to the coast of Mississippi, including Biloxi, Gulfport, Ocean Springs, and Bay Springs, Mississippi as well. This also includes Baldwin and Mobile counties down there in Alabama, and it goes just north of the Dothan metro area. But if you are over there in central Mississippi, you guys are all in the enhanced risk for damaging winds upwards of 70 miles per hour, hail up to golf ball sized, and tornadoes are possible. Now, let me just go ahead and say this. If you are in the Delta of Mississippi, basically from I 55 west, your threat is from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. With the initial line of storms late this morning and this afternoon. If you are in central Mississippi along the I 55 corridor and along the Highway 82 corridor east of I 55, basically for Jackson, Brookhaven, Eupora, Kosciuszko, Philadelphia, Maben, Mississippi, Starkville, West Point. Your threat is from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. And then the far eastern and southeastern portions of Mississippi, your threat and basically the Pine Belt area too is from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. And from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m., that will include Hattiesburg, Laurel, Meridian, and Columbus from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. for the potential of damaging winds to 70, hail to golf ball sized tornadoes are possible. Now, for our friends over here closer to home in Alabama, even though there is a tornado watch that is out right now, the Storm Prediction Center has placed all the way from Florence all the way down to Enterprise, Alabama, under an enhanced risk of severe storms today and tonight. So, if you are watching me right now in Florence, Huntsville, Decatur, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, Talladega, Montgomery, Greenville, Mobile, Troy, Auburn, Phoenix City, Wetumpka, Enterprise, Andalusia, Bruton, you guys are all underneath the enhanced risk today for damaging winds upwards of 75 miles per hour and a couple of tornadoes possible. Now, let's look at it from a closer perspective. And there you can see some of the areas that are impacted with the chance of severe storms later today. And an enhanced risk means that there is a 30% chance or higher of severe storms possible today. This is going to be a widespread damaging wind threat today for a good portion of Alabama. So there may be an issue this afternoon to where you may want to treat a severe thunderstorm warning like a tornado warning because there is a very good possibility winds could be upwards of 70, 75, and maybe even some 80 mile per hour winds in some locations. And especially if you are from Birmingham and points off to the southwest, and I will show you that here in just a second. Okay, so that is going to do with the graphics part of this system. Now, your screen is going to go dark here for just a second while I switch over to the radar here, and give me just a second. And we are tracking a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings and a few tornado warnings right now. And let me make sure that I have this full screen. All right, and I do. All right, so what you're looking at right now is Radar Omega. And you are looking at a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings across North Alabama. The Weather Service has just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Coleman County. They also continue a severe thunderstorm warning right now for Winston County as well. Also, you can see back here in central Mississippi and southern Mississippi, back here south of the Jackson metro area, we have this one nasty supercell that is coming through Rankin County, Mississippi, along Highway 18. And there is a confirmed tornado on the ground with this storm just south of the Jackson, Brandon, Mississippi radar and Mississippi metro areas. As you can see, there is a tornado icon, and there is a tornado was reported by a person driving along Highway 49 near the Rankin-Simpson County line, and this was 1 mile southeast of Star, Mississippi. So this storm has had a history of producing a tornado. So let me cut on the velocity for you. And there would be your tornado that is going to be right here approaching the Johns, Mississippi area, coming up here just northwest of the Puckett, Mississippi area right now. Now, I know a lot of people do not live in Mississippi, so let me back out and show you. Now, that yellow box that you see is our new tornado watch for a good portion of Alabama and Mississippi. So let me take you up here and show you what is going on with the storms up here in Coleman and Winston counties. And I do believe that this will look better from the high top radar because we are closer to the high top radar. And Coleman, you guys are actually in the severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're watching me in Coleman, Alabama, there is the severe thunderstorm warning that goes for another 53 minutes This storm is moving off to the east. Now, it is moving to the east. It is not moving northeast. It's moving east at 45 miles per hour. Coleman, Hartselle, Good Hope, Holly Pond, Morgan City, Baldwin, Vinemont, Baileyton, and West Point are in the path of this 60-mile-per-hour wind and small hail type storm for another 53 minutes. And as you can see, we're zoomed in here. If you are near South Vinemont, West Point, Dripping Springs, Coleman, you guys are up next. This is a severe thunderstorm that is capable of producing 60 mile per hour winds and small hail with this storm as well. Also, if you are over here towards Arley and Addison, you guys are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning as well. But the good news is right now, I'm not seeing any signs of rotation with this storm, which is a good thing. So let me, just a second. Okay, so if you are in the northern suburbs of Coleman County and the city of Coleman, basically from South Vinemont over to West Point, the severe storm is going to be over your location at 10:03. If you are just south of Mountain View in Coleman County, which is north of the city of Coleman, your severe weather threat, this storm is going to be on top of you at 10:13. So if you are watching me right now in Smithdale or Coleman, also Carroll Acres, you are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning right now for the potential of damaging straight line winds and very small hail. Now, the hail size with this storm is the size of pennies. So that is very small hail. But the main threat is going to be from this one storm. It is going to be straight line wind damage. And that's going to be the biggest thing, I think, later today and this afternoon and tonight. It's going to be the straight line wind stuff. But there is your line of wind right now that is basically coming from Gum Springs all the way down to just off to the west of South Vinemont. Okay, Huntsville has issued another severe thunderstorm warning for the northeastern portions of Alabama, and this includes Bridgeport, Ider, Flat Rock, Alabama until 10:15. So let me back out and show you the storm that is in I'm talking about the far northeastern portions of North Alabama. And that is going to be for this cell right here that is including Bryant and Bridgeport, also Elza and Shiloh. So they have just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this batch of storms that is up here sitting over Liberty Hill, Higdon, Elise, and Shiloh would be next in line. And then, of course, up here, Bryant, and then it would move over into the city and the county of the state of Georgia. Okay, so this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson and DeKalb counties in northeastern Alabama. And this includes Bridgeport, Henniger, Ider, Rosalie, Long Island, Russell Cave, National Monument, and Higdon. for the potential of 60-mile-per-hour winds. So once again, we have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings right now in North and Northeast Alabama. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Jackson and DeKalb counties in Northeast Alabama. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that includes the Coleman and Morgan counties area, and this does include the city of Coleman for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Now, the warning for Coleman goes until 10:30. The Jackson and DeKalb County warning goes until 10:15, and then Winston County expires in 7 minutes. Okay, so they have expired the severe thunderstorm warning for Winston County. All right, so the Winston County storm has been allowed to expire. So there are 2 severe thunderstorm warnings now, one for Coleman and then one for Jackson and DeKalb counties. And also we have this tornado warning down here close to the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. Let me take you back in here and show you that this storm actually has a history of producing a tornado. And so if you're watching over here towards Puckett, you need to go ahead and think about being in your safe place. And then also, if you were up here towards the Bentonville National Forest, south of Forest, Mississippi, you need to be getting into your safe place as well. This is a supercell thunderstorm that is by itself, and it is going to be moving towards the north and to the east. So there is your supercell that is moving more towards the Bentonville National Forest and Forest, Mississippi. Also, if you're watching me in Newton or Decatur, Mississippi, you do need to go ahead and think about being in your safe place, or at least watching this storm because it has a history of producing a tornado when it was back here just off to the southeast of Star, Mississippi. And Star, Mississippi, I can circle Star, Mississippi for you right here. And that was where we actually had the tornado with this storm. It has come on through Johns, Mississippi right now, heading towards Polkville and then Copperville, Mississippi as well. So that is the call to action right now if you're watching me in Mississippi. Bentonville National Forest, Finkston, and then getting over here eventually towards the Newton, Mississippi area, the Lawrence, Mississippi area, and then backing out a little bit towards the Decatur, Mississippi area as well. And that is the only storm of concern that we have ongoing right now in Mississippi. There are other storms up here north of Starkville, north of West Point, but none of them are severe at this time. So that is the good news. All right, so real quick, I do want to do something for you before. Yes, and this stuff actually does go all the way back into Texas as well. Angie, hold on just 1 second, and I will answer that question for you. I think, okay, Angela, if you are still watching, I think your best threat is going to be for Dale County this afternoon, and this I honestly feel like it is going to be later on tonight before it will get down there to Dale County in Alabama. Okay, if you are still watching, okay, and this is the question, Angela. If you are still watching, it looks like for Dale County, Alabama, your threat of severe storms is going to be between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. tonight. So, unfortunately, for southeast Alabama, south of Montgomery to Auburn, it is going to be close to 7 until 10 p.m. Before it gets to your location. So it's going to be moving through that area down there in Dale County, down there between 7 and 10 p.m. Now, could it be more severe? Absolutely. But I think that is the best time frame for far southeast Alabama. And give me just a second. And I apologize for pausing. I thought the National Weather Service in Jackson had a picture that they retweeted of the tornado that crossed over into the Star, Mississippi area. However, that is not the case. So I wanted to show you what the actual tornado looked like that was over in Mississippi. But unfortunately, Jackson did not tweet that picture. So that is the reason that I paused there for just a second. I apologize about that. But once again, you are watching a storm that is coming into the Rankin, Mississippi area. Okay, so once again, the National Weather Service in Jackson will continue the tornado warning for Rankin County, Mississippi until 10 a.m. this morning. They are also in the process of issuing a couple of significant weather alerts for Smith and Scott counties over in Mississippi. Okay, from the National Weather Service in Birmingham, they have expired the severe thunderstorm warning for Winston County. So Birmingham has no active warnings ongoing right now. However, Huntsville still has the severe thunderstorm warning for DeKalb County, Alabama, and then, of course, Coleman and Morgan counties up there in Alabama. So that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. And unfortunately, let me also go back to the radar and show you this, because this is not good news for anybody that hates severe weather. Look at this, folks. Pockets of sun. Pockets of sun. Thunderstorms are exploding back over in this area right here. And when you have the ingredients for severe weather, you do not want to see breaks in the clouds across Mississippi or Alabama. So that is a very, very, very bad thing. And currently, right now, I am, oh, wow. In southern Tuscaloosa County, I am currently already at 82 degrees. 82 degrees, folks, with severe weather possible today. This is not going to be really good. So once again, we have sun breaking out and storms developing pretty rapidly across central and northern Mississippi. And then, of course, this batch over here that is in North Alabama. And then storms are also ongoing with a tornado warning down here in Rankin County, Mississippi. And also, I want to show you this. Let me take off the watches because there's too many things on the radar for you guys to look at. All right. So here is your day one enhanced risk that I was showing you guys earlier. And it goes all the way just off to the east of the Texas-Louisiana border, all the way up to just off to the west of Chattanooga. So there is your slight risk. I mean, your enhanced risk for a good portion of Alabama, a good portion of Mississippi, and a good portion of Louisiana. Around that, you have the slight risk, then the marginal risk, and then the regular severe storms possible. Now, here is what I want you guys to pay attention to, though. Your tornado threat is still, but it is a very, very low threat. It is on the lower end of the threat level today. However, this is what is concerning a lot of forecasters, and especially us here at the Alabama Stormtroopers. If you are right here in this purple-pink box, Alabaster, Tuscaloosa, Utah, Livingston, York, Demopolis, Selma, Montgomery, Greenville, Monroeville, Chatham, Thomasville, Jackson, Grove Hill, Linden, McIntosh, Mount Vernon, Laurel, Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Meridian, Mississippi, Natchez, Macomb, Hattiesburg. The pink purple box is a 45% chance of one spot within a location within this box of seeing significant damaging straight line winds. This is going to be a widespread damaging wind threat if you are basically from Natchez, Mississippi, all the way up to the Tuscaloosa Metro. Now, there is a 30% chance of wind damage around that. That includes Oxford, Mississippi, Florence, Huntsville, Birmingham, Gadsden, Montgomery, basically all the way down to just north of Dothan. But I cannot stress enough that if you were in the 30% area or the 45% area, this may be a day to treat a severe thunderstorm warning like a tornado warning, because we could literally have, folks, extreme wind damage across a large area of central and southern Alabama, and especially from 2059 in Tuscaloosa to Birmingham and Point South. I think in the Black Belt of Alabama, in this location that I'm drawing right here, I think we could have widespread tree and power line damage, and especially winds of 70, 75, and 80 miles per hour. I think that is very possible from Birmingham all the way down to the coast. Now you can still see significant wind damage up towards Huntsville, Coleman, Florence, but I think that the storms that are ongoing up there may actually try and stabilize the atmosphere just a little bit, especially in this area right here. But we're still going to have to watch it. But I still think the most significant wind damage potential is going to be in this 45 cone area right here. That is from Birmingham, the southern portions of Birmingham and Shelby counties, all the way down to just north of Mobile, and then curving back to Natchez over to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. So this may be a day, like I said, to treat a severe thunderstorm warning like a tornado warning, because winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour can do EF0 and EF1 tornado damage to trees, power lines, houses. So this is going to be a day to go on ahead and have multiple ways of receiving warnings. And just in case a severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area, go on ahead and treat it like a tornado warning later this afternoon and this evening. All right, so once again, let me take this off. And let me put back on here that we have a tornado watch for a good portion of Mississippi and a good portion of Alabama. And this includes a good portion of the Jackson, Mississippi Metro and the Tuscaloosa, Birmingham Metro as well. And this watch goes until 4 p.m. this afternoon and this evening. All right, so I'm going to take a short break here on Facebook. If any of these storms actually do become strong to severe or become tornadic, I will be right back here on Facebook and social media to let you guys know about this situation. But I do want to also mention before I go that real quick, I do want to mention this. We continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds upwards of 60 miles per hour for Coleman and Morgan counties until 10:30. We continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning for damaging winds upwards of 60 for DeKalb and Jackson, Alabama until 10:15. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning for the northern portions of DeKalb County until 10:15. So I'm going to sign off here on Facebook for now. Please keep tuning back here. And as always, we will be providing severe weather updates as usual. And let me also show you this as we leave today. You can follow us for severe weather coverage on the Storm Troopers Network, Alabama Storm Troopers, on Zillow for the latest weather information. We will actually put the warnings over so that you guys can keep up with the latest weather information and get all of the warnings for all the places in Alabama. We do it from the National Weather Service's office in Birmingham, Mobile, Huntsville, and then if you are down there in the far southern areas of Alabama, we also do it for the National Weather Service down there out of Tallahassee. So once again, for the latest weather information, if you have the Zillow app, follow us on Zillow, Alabama Stormtroopers, for the latest weather information. We hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. We will be here watching the weather. And as always, from all of us at the Stormtroopers Network, be safe